Do you want to grow your email list faster? Of course you do. Don't we all? And in this video, I'm going to share 7 ways, let me get that right, to do that. Let's do it. My name is Leslie Samuel from becomeablogger.com, where I help people build their businesses with blogs. Now, if you follow me for a while, you will hear me say this phrase over and over again. As a blogger, your email list is one of your most valuable assets. Most people who visit your site will leave never to return again. But if you can get them onto your email list, you're going to be able to communicate with them directly, send them valuable content, and build up that trust factor. And that trust factor comes in handy when it comes to selling stuff. If people trust you, they're going to be more likely to buy from you. And if you're building your email list the right way, that growing email list will help your business to grow by leaps and bounds. So what I want to do is give you some practical tips that you can use to grow it faster. We're going to start with some of the real basic stuff and then get to more advanced stuff later on in this video. So let's start with tip number 1. Create a free resource, one that solves a pressing problem. I can't tell you how many times I've seen this. You come to a website or a blog and there's a sign up form asking you to subscribe to get email updates. Okay, I think we can all agree that one thing you and I don't need more of is email. There are so many companies sending junk, and yes, even friends and family that like to send foolishness from time to time. It's so easy for our inbox to get flooded that the thought of signing up to get email almost feels like signing up to a list asking telemarketers to call our cell phones. Ain't nobody got time for that. Instead, I want you to create a free resource. It can be as simple as a 1-page PDF that gives your top recommended tools for overcoming whatever pressing problem your audience is dealing with. So if you don't have a free resource, create one and watch your opt-ins increase. Now, of course, you will need to be able to give that free resource away to get people on your list. And a great way of doing that is using GetResponse's Autofunnel feature. With Autofunnels, you can easily set up a funnel that includes a landing pages to get people to sign up. In this example funnel here that I just created, I have a blogging ebook that I'm giving away that's teaching people how to get their blog started. And what's great is that this auto funnel will track everything for me, from the visits to that sign up page to the signups, and it'll also take them through the rest of my funnel that's in alignment with the goals of my business, which are to sell my blogging success course, as you see right here. It's pretty sweet. Okay, tip number 2, link to that free resource everywhere. Yeah, I know it sounds simple, but this simple thing can make a huge difference. If you're making YouTube videos, use that as your link on your channel. Do you send email? Link to that free resource in your signatures. What about your profile links on social media? If you're sending everyone to your blog or website, you're probably missing out on getting a few subs here and there. Every little bit counts. So send them all to the right place and grow your email list faster. In the case of this auto funnel here, I can link right here to this demo page that I set up here. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, and what you'll see is that they can scroll all the way down to the bottom, enter their first name and email address, and voila, they're signed up. Tip number 3, ask for less. Oh man, have you ever signed up? You've been to a sign up page where it seems like they're asking you for everything about yourself. They want to know your name, the email address, your mailing address, telephone number, cell phone, fax, social security, birthday, and your best friend's favorite hairstyle. I mean, come on. Here's what the data shows. The more you ask for, the more people you're going to turn off. I mean, I'm just getting to know you. I'm not ready to commit as yet. Would you walk up to a random stranger and ask him or her to marry you? Your answer better be no. So stop asking people to commit so quickly. The only thing you really need is their email address, and every additional detail you ask for will turn some people off. Now, personally, I also like to ask for the first name because I like to have a more personal feel to my email marketing, but it's up to you to decide whether you want to ask for that as well. In this same auto funnel example, notice that I'm only asking for name, first name actually, and email address. Keep it simple. Okay, let's move on to tip number 4. use lightbox pop-ups. Okay, stop. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking the same way that I did back in 2010. Whenever someone suggested adding a pop-up to my blog, I always said the same thing. Those things are so annoying. People hate them, and so do I. But I kept getting people saying that I really needed to try it out. So I figured, it wouldn't hurt. So I set one up and waited to see what happened. And just like that, my signups increased by 568% overnight. When I saw that, all of a sudden, I loved pop-ups. And I've been using them ever since. Here's how I look at it. By using pop-ups, I get more people on my email list. By getting more people on my email list, I'm able to provide more people with value. I'm basically able to serve more people. So I kind of see it as my responsibility to do what I can to add more value. And this is one way of doing that. And it doesn't hurt that it can actually help you make more money. You know what I'm saying? In Autofunnels, whenever you create a landing page, you always have the option of adding a pop-up. When I come here into the landing page, you will see right here that you have a pop-up placeholder. If I double click on that bad boy right here, you're gonna have the ability to edit the default pop-up. You can just click in here and edit it like any other page. And this will be an exit intent pop-up that jumps out at them as they're leaving the site. Or you can come down here and click on choose another form. And here you see you have a bunch of different options. Okay, tip number 5. Collaborations. Let's say you're a blogger or a YouTuber in the health and fitness space. If so, you should be trying to connect with other content creators in that space. Doing so can lead to all kinds of mutually beneficial relationships. If you have an audience and your friend has an audience, you could collaborate on projects that results in your friend getting exposure to your audience, you getting exposure to their audience. It's a beautiful thing. This is such a great way of growing your email list because you already know that they're interested in the kind of content that you have to offer. So that's as targeted as it gets. And when they promote your stuff, they're essentially transferring some of the trust that they've earned to you. Okay, tip number 6, use a bot. Man, the messenger platform on Facebook has come a long way, and chatbots are a great way to leverage this platform to grow your audience from Facebook users who interact with your bot. And there are all these growth tools on chatbot platforms that can really help this. For example, let's say you go live on Facebook and do an awesome session on 5 exercises you can use right now to stop lower back pain. Now on that live, you can also set up a chatbot so that anyone who comments with a certain keyword will be automatically contacted by your bot to get a free guide to show them how to use those exercises with detailed picture walkthroughs and all that stuff. Now, if they're watching that live video, there's a good chance they're going to be interested in that free guide. And when they interact with your bot, you can have your bot ask them for their name and email address and have a system set up for adding them to your email list. The beauty is that they don't have to manually, type in their name and email address. Facebook already has their real info, and they can subscribe simply by tapping on the screen. Now, let's go to our last tip. Tip number 7. Do webinars. Webinars are great because, they have a great way of getting people excited. Whenever I do a webinar, it's relatively easy to drum up enthusiasm and on social media about this live training. There's something about people all across the globe hopping on a live training together about a topic they're interested in that seems to get people really engaged. Having people sign up for webinars on a topic they're interested in is a great way to add people to your email list with a bit of urgency because, once they miss that live webinar, they miss that experience. And with Autofunnels, you also have the ability to create webinar funnels. For example, this one that I created right here. GetResponse handles everything from the sign up right here to you running the actual webinar to tracking, everything you need to track where a webinar is concerned without even needing a separate service. So there you have it, 7 tips for how you can grow your email list faster. Now, I do have a question for you. Which of these 7 tips are you going to take action on first? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't tried the Autofunnel feature as yet, what are you waiting for? Use the link in the description to check it out. And of course, be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap that bell icon to be notified whenever we post more awesome content. My name is Leslie Samuel from becomeablogger.com, where we're changing the world one blog at a time. You take care.